Hi everyone, today I'll teach you how I sewed this beautiful dress for my clients. In my last tutorial I showed you how I cut the patterns, so you can check that out. Subscribe, like this video, sit back and watch to the end. Let's go. Now I've used my pattern to cut out my fabric. I deliberately place it on my lining so that all those joining allowance that I added will be obvious. So then I cut out my Ankara fabric. I've gummed the Physique interfacing onto it. The AST has been attached to it. So this is the front and this is the back. So when you are tracing out your coat shoulder for the back, make sure you use this second one so that this very one will be used to cut out your fabric, because you have to cut out your fabric first complete before you trace out this coat shoulder, because it is just on one side, so that you won't make mistake by cutting out the both side of the shoulder. So that is it. So the next thing we want to do now is to trim out the one side of the coat shoulder. We want to trim it out. I think you have seen all the allowance, the way the allowances was joined, was added. For the neckline, I just added 1/4 of an inch instead of half an inch. I added just 1/4 just for the neckline. Every other places I added half an inch. For the side, I added 1 inch as a side seam. This is the trimmings I'll be using to tack to that region where you are seeing the trimmings on the net. Now, to trim out our coat shoulder aspect of this front pattern, I've gone ahead to place the lining and the fabric on itself. You can see this very place is the right side of the fabric. You can see that where I have got my interfacing. So I place it on itself, the lining and the fabric. Then I place my pattern on it. I now added half an inch. I told you half an inch will be added just this way. I use white chalk. I don't know if you are seeing it clearly. So half an inch is being added. So I will just cut it out now. I'm cutting it out together with the line. This is it. This is the right side. Mind you, I draw on the right side of this fabric. So the next thing is to take care of the back. I've placed the lining and the fabric together. This very one, this is the way it's going to be on the, it's going to be joined together, the back and the front. So you can just place it, so you don't need this side. So you have to place it on itself so that you don't mistakenly go and use the other side. So you have to ensure that you are on the right track. So as it is now, you can just trace it out this way, or you can use your pattern that you have cut out for the back that time. So when you want to use the pattern, you will place it on the right side this way. You will pin it down. Half a 1/4 of an inch is used here and half an inch is used up there. So you ensure that everything is in line. Then you have to add half an inch round again, but to fasten the whole process, so you can just place it on itself like this, front and back. Place it on themselves like this. So make sure that everything is aligned up here at the shoulder region, but here the back is a little bit wider than the front. So I'll just trace it out this way. So this is the way it's going to be. So the next thing is for us to go and be doing the joining together. So this is the front cut. You take the fabric and the fabric, you join the darts together. You do the same thing to the lining. Then you do the same to the back cut by joining. This very one is for the back, this is for the front. You just go ahead and join the fabric to the fabric, lining to the lining. So then this place will be taken care of. You join it. I'll come and show you the way it looks after joining it together. This is for the front, while this is for the back. Now I've gone ahead to join the darts region together, both main fabric and the lining. If you know that you might get confused while joining the darts together, you might finish joining the darts together before you cut out this coat shoulder, so that everything will not just go wrong. So, and I've done the same thing to the back. I've joined the dart region together, iron it very well. The same thing is done to the lining. So the next thing we are to go and do now is to go and join the neckline. We join the neckline region with a 1/4 inch that we added. After joining it, we top stitch, we turn it to the right side and iron very well. Then we go ahead and join this our coat shoulder. We join it with that 1/2 inch that we added to it as a joining allowance. Then we notch it around, especially at this region. Ensure that you notch it so that it will relax after ironing it. So that is what I will go and do now. I will do the same thing to the back, join the neckline region with 1/4 inch, top stitch, and thereafter I join this coat shoulder region. Do it the same way I do this. Then later we join the front. We insert the shoulder region of the front to the back. We come for the sleeve. So let me go and do that and come and show you how it will look like. Here we have it. So I've gone ahead to join the neckline together, top stitch, and join the coat shoulder part together. Before I join the lining and the fabric of this region together, I cut out the net. I attach the net to the main fabric before I finally join with the lining. I will have shown you the whole process, but so the video will not be too long. That's why I have to do that off camera. And the focus, our focus on this video is actually the princess dart and the coat shoulder region. So the next thing we'll be doing now is to go ahead and join our sleeve. Even we'll be joining only this the coat shoulder side sleeve. That's the only one we'll be joining, so that you will know how to cut it out. I believe you can join the sleeve for this side. This is the inner view. Everything is on point, lining to lining, fabric to fabric. Let's grab our net and cut out the sleeve part. Now to get the sleeve of this dress, I told you we are taking care of only sleeve for the shoulder, coat shoulder region, parts. So what we do is that we first of all cut out the fabric for the sleeve, considering the upper arm circumference of the client. The upper arm circumference we are working with is 12 inches. You add 2 inches to it as his allowance, making 14 inches. then you divide it by 2, give you 7 inches. Then you now add 1 inch of seam allowance, making 8. So you are going to cut out 8 inches on fold. This is 8 inches and it's on fold. Then by 11 inches. 11 inches is in the sense that 1 inch as a seam allowance for the down part. They have an inch seam allowance up there. So we just cut out 11 inches length by 8. So the next thing is for you to measure the armhole circumference. So just measure the one that is not cold shoulder. So we measure it round. When we measure it round, it gives us 17 inches. So 17 inches on fold give us 8.5. So that 8.5 you had 1 inch, or just separate the 1 inch joining allowance by just measuring 1 inch this way. 1 inch. So connect it. This will serve as our seam allowance, side seam allowance for the sleeve. So to get the 8.5 now, just step down here like 5 inches. So if you don't know how to cut your basic sleeve, we have a video on that. It's just type Physique Cut Fashion House channel. So just get your 8.5 this way, connect it. Yeah, I step up like half an inch. So I get it on 4.5, not 5. So that's the 8.5. So you connect it to this 1 inch seam allowance. So the next thing is for you to get your cold shoulder sleeve. Now you come to this region, measure what you are having here. We are having 5 inches here. So the 5 inches will be measured from this, joining allowance has been sewn inside. So you get your 5 inch. This is where you get your 5 inches. So on that point, you grab your cuff, connect it this way. Yeah, we have 4 inches. So what you are trying to get here is 4 to 4.5 inches. We are good with 4 inches. So this is what we are going to cut out now. Then you can just shape the down part, step up with 1 inch joining allowance. So we have 7 inches here now. All together 8 inches. So when you come down here, shape it like reducing it like 1 inch. Connect it so that will be a little bit fitted in that region. So this is what we are going to cut out now. So here you can just step up like half an inch, add half an inch to this region as joining allowance. This is what we are having. So you use this to cut out the net, this black net, cut out the same thing for this. But for the lining, reduce your lining with like 1.5 to 2 inches at the down part here to folding. So that is what I will go and do now. So then I join it here first. I will attach the net to the whole of the fabric. Then thereafter, the lining, I will now join the lining and the fabric together. The fabric that net has been attached to, I will join it here to the line with half an inch or quarter of an inch. Let me go and do that. I've stitched the net on the main fabric, and this is the lining. I've cut out the lining, reducing 1.5 at the down part region. So the next thing is for me to go ahead and stitch it here with a like quarter of an inch. I stitch it here, I top stitch, then I stitch down here, and now turn it to the right side. Yes, this is it. I've gone ahead to join it together, and this is what we have. So the next thing is to join the side with our 1 inch joining allowance this way. Then the remaining, this side, will now be attached to the bodies this way. So after joining this side, it will be, so you can see that it's already formed. By the time we join it together, this is the look we are going to have. So let me join it by the side and attach it to the bodies, then I show you how it looks like. I've gone ahead to attach the sleeve to the bodies, so you can see how beautiful it looks. This is it. And the next thing for me to do is just to go and add the skirt parts, to join the skirt parts to it. Then I join the second sleeve, and our beautiful dress will be ready. I'm sure you have really learned a lot from this video. Drop your comments on the comment section. Like this video, share this video with your friends and family. And if you have not still subscribed to this channel, do well to subscribe now. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.